When the pandemic first began, there were a few news conferences without an interpreter. Then the province brought on American Sign Language interpreter Karen Nurkowski. Seeing Nurkowski on TV and social media was a first for Patricia Spicer. Spicer is a member of the deaf community.
I was so happy. Everybody was so happy. Everybody in the deaf community was so happy to get information about the pandemic.
Spicer says it was the first time she's felt included. She says closed captioning at the news conferences isn't quite the same because it doesn't have facial expressions for tone and it's not her first language. She says American Sign Language has its own specific grammatical rules and expressions different than English. Spicer says getting this crucial information early in the pandemic reduced a large amount of stress and anxiety surrounding those first few days.
Now we are right up to date with everybody else. The frustration is gone. We don't have to fight for our rights. Everything has all come together. It's been an awesome experience to see that.
There's another effect of having an interpreter, more awareness of American Sign Language, or ASL. Spicer says people are taking an interest. She's an ASL teacher, and her classes at the Saskatchewan Deaf and Hard of Hearing Society have been sold out for months. Spicer hopes a few of her students may go on in the future to become interpreters like Nurkowski. Nurkowski says, well, it's a tough job, it's very rewarding.
It's nerve-wracking to be in front of the TV cameras, but I know that somebody out there is watching that needs that information, so it makes it worth it.
Going forward, Spicer says she would like to see an interpreter at all major news conferences. Nurkowski says she believes this will become the standard.
American Sign Language is not going anywhere. It will always be needed. There's always going to be somebody who needs sign language to communicate.
People interested in learning more about American Sign Language are encouraged to look online or consider taking a class through the Saskatchewan Deaf and Hard of Hearing Services. Heidi Adder, CBC News, Regina.